Previously on PolyArmoury.
I will be playing Brilmara Iron Thor, a warlock with a criminal background. Brilmara is a short, female grey dwarf tattooed head to toe in eldritch markings, denoting her exile for interacting with the eldritch arts. She has autism, and we're going to be running a homebrew autism rule set for D&D 5th edition from Sleepy Spoonie on Tumblr. I have to make a wisdom saving throw anytime that I encounter an exceptionally stressful situation.
I'm going to be playing Madame Valarie, who's a half-orc. She was found on the steps of an orphanage with the tag that simply read Valarie. She had a bit of a tough time in that orphanage because she was green and had tusks. So when she grew up, she decided that the Underdark would be a perfect place for her to live.
The two of you and your partner, your lover, your tiny cobbled friend, Thrall. You arrive tired, hungry and short on equipment. You've been directed to the local employment bureau. Behind the desk sits a young half-orc who appears to be staring at something in her hand and smiling.
We're looking for jobs.
How did you get here then?
The easiest place to get a job was at the Eager Wench's brothel. She and everyone else working there lived under a tyrannic rule of the owner named Scrum. Over a period of a few years, she gained the trust of the brothel owner, had a small sum of wealth accumulated, some wages, and stealing from the other patrons. And she used her little-spoken powers to charm Scrum into signing a contract turning the rights of the brothel over to her. She gave the girls equal pay and part ownership of the brothel, and they were all a lot happier for it. And no longer was it the Eager Wench's brothel, it turned into Madame Valarie's Working Girls Cooperative. One evening, she was strolling back from visiting a home client and found a weak little kobold on the street who was all beaten up. He was given work as a waiter and as Valarie's personal consensual slave. He found a lot of enjoyment and appreciation and was named Thrall. On a particularly busy day at the cooperative, Thrall brought Valarie's attention to a dwarf, making their way around the club and pickpocketing patrons. Valarie decided to take pity on her and taught her ways to improve her quite frankly sloppy sleight of hand.
Hey, I wasn't that bad.
You were quite bad. That was Brilmara, and Valarie and Thrall and Brilmara grew romantically attached, and the relationship grew into a trio. Everything was perfect.
Dum dum dum.
You make that dun-dun-dun sound as if something's going to go wrong for this perfect setup.
In the middle of the night, you're woken by a furiously panicking Thrall. Wake the girls, and you can grab one item each.
I'm going to wake the girls, obviously. They are my family. I want to warn them that something is coming.
You wake the girls. You manage to make your way out quite safely. As you make it onto the streets, in the fairly near distance, there are sounds of explosions and battle, and you can see people throwing spells left and right. You make your way up to the gate, up to the overworld. You come across a caravan.
I cast Charm Person.
You're being stoned to death.
Ow!
You're
I meant to
happy.
grapple them!
Everybody's dead, George.
There's no changing what we've done now. Get in the caravan and let's go.
Somebody has stolen your horse. You find yourself in Mordtown. You hear a low-level screech from a side alley. You see a strange white-blue light. You see a kobold standing up from the floor. Pick up a small black shiny object, place it into their pocket and walk off. On the floor, a small purse. You open the purse. You find 2 gold, 2 silver. Daru's fried rat.
I beg your pardon?
We're all literal slaves.
I need to take like a willpower check or something.
To not immediately free the slaves. There's a security golem standing behind you that might have a thing to say if you start trying to free the staff. That was an incredibly long story. There is one job going. You don't have a problem with half-ogres, do you? Ganley's it's a proper pub.
Good evening.
Hello there. I'm Ganley, what can I get you?
Pops the mug back down on the counter and just starts crying a bit.
I don't usually do the whole therapist thing until you've bought at least a couple of drinks.
Yeah, let's go sleep in the back of the caravan.
Just for a moment. Our caravan was stolen from beneath us, literally.
How the fuck does someone steal a caravan from underneath someone?
I don't know, fucking sorcery.
How the fuck did this happen?
As you approach, you see the door of the PolyArmoury thrown open by a tall half-ogre. She is massive and terrifying. She appears to be half-ogre and half-drow, which is unheard of, because ogres don't mate with drow. Where her left eye should be, there is a large metal plate bolted to the side of her head, a hollow where the eye should be, and inside this floats a small red glowing ball of light light, roughly the size of a marble, and it swivels in the socket like a pupil on an invisible eyeball. She is literally made of muscle.
That is badass.
I guess I have 3 new fine employees for the PolyArmoury.
Why don't you just, like, completely do the theme tune beatboxed in that style?
That would be really cool.
Fighting death and human horse, Thorson tried to kill them all. They escaped the vile moor. Now PolyArmoury store. PolyArmoury.
That's fucking amazing.
We find you standing in the main area, the main shop area of the PolyArmoury, where you have recently become employed. Your boss, Vendirak, will hand you this, which I believe
It's the sales catalogue.
you might have seen before, because I gave you homework and sent you this yesterday.
Yeah.
Alright, so for your first job, I'll require you to go out. There's a new dungeon lord sitting up on the edge of town, and I think we should perhaps relieve them of some of their funds. I suggest you make 3,000 gold in orders, and I'll give you 1% on that sale. There's a catalogue. We'll call this your first little test. Of course, anything you make over that 3,000 gold, it's just encouragement to upsell. It's all good business.
Okay.
Nice. I think we can manage this.
Now, the person you need to see calls himself Trash Boy, with an I.
Where does the eye go in Trash Boy?
At the end, apparently.
Oh. See, you can see why I'm confused. None of the letters in that should be I.
Are you sure it's not XX_trashboy_XX?
Ah, it could be by now. I don't get these celebs.
Yeah.
Anyway, you come back with the gold. All got to be paid for up front, okay?
Okay.
Excellent. I'll see you later.
We'll be on the job.
I'll look after this shop.
And off we go!
Right, on the way there, I'm going to draft up some scripted sales lines.
Okay. You've got access to the catalogue. Anything you fancy there? There's something from the Layer Wallow and Further collection. There's Merkin the Aggie Wizard. There's a selection of magical options there.
I'm feeling like we should wait and find out what the needs of our client are before we start deciding what we're going to try and sell them.
Well, we shall see what Trash Boy is. What kind of person Trash Boy is.
Okay, hang on. I'm thinking about the target audience here. Now, obviously, we haven't met them yet,
No.
but purely based on the name, and obviously we know dungeon masters like to give themselves new names. I'm thinking he might be quite interested in some products from the Grunch Praiser Designs line.
I think you just like Grumsh Brazer.
I do, but I'm also making connections. It's a bit of a memey shitlord name, right?
I don't know what you mean.
And the Grumsh Praiser Designs lineup has a couple of memey products.
Hail
I
Grumsh.
think.
Are you suggesting that Ailstar, the quirky, is a bit of a memey creator of traps? Anyway, the audience haven't got a fucking clue about any of this.
It's all good.
Press on.
They will in soon time.
So you head off to the far end of town. You come to a large cave opening, exactly where you were told it would be, and painted in quite large garish letters above the entrance to the cave is Trash Boy's Dungeon of Wonder. Trash Boy with an I.
Oh, this is amazing.
So yes, are you gonna head in? How will you proceed?
Give a good formal knock on the door. You know, it's
There's no door. It's just a cave.
You give okay, on the side of the wall near the entrance to the cave, just 3 solid taps, like a, you know, to be nice and formal and to be.
Brilmara, give me a second. Valarie is just quickly jotting down some things in a little, like, a bit of paper that she's found. Just like, okay. Hello, my lord. Insert name here. We are sales representatives. Okay. Right. Go ahead. You can knock.
You knock on a piece of stone on the edge of the cave.
No response to my knocking?
Your knuckles hurt a bit.
Okay, I'm going to use a thaumaturgy cantrip to triple the volume of my voice and go, Hey, trash boy, get it?
That's one way of doing things.
Oh no, we gotta be professional.
I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna be fun professional.
Okay.
You hear the sound of marching goblin feet, and about 20 well-dressed goblins in a sort of smart but somehow quite garish jackets. But they're classy. They're in a sort of trash style. It's the kind of goblins that might call themselves trash, ironically. They
Can I do a dab as a salute when they
please do.
arrive because it's appropriately trash?
They greet you in return by returning with their own dabs, because
Okay,
obviously this is how they've been trained.
The fact that they dabbed in response tells me I have totally nailed. Like, okay, I reckon I'm pretty confident I can do a good sales pitch.
Hello, how can we help you?
We are here today from the PolyArmoury because, as we understand it, your friend Trash Boy wants to buy some things to kit out a dungeon, and we are here to help.
Is that a trash boy with an eye?
And I dab again.
They dab in return.
Is that a trash boy with an eye?
That's Trash Boy with an eye. I hear it goes at the end.
Oh, yeah, you want the boss. Come on in.
And they lead you down a series of tunnels. You see sort of little nooks that might have been guard posts at one point, where I guess they would have been sitting at one point. On your right, you pass just down the corridor. You see a small indoor campfire. You come eventually to a wooden door, and to your left you hear what sounds vaguely like running water. You take a right and walk along through what could be another sort of guard area, and finally to a wooden door. And on the outside of this wooden door is written "Trash Boy's Throne Room" in large gaudy letters. There's a knock at the door, and you hear a quite flamboyant "Come in," and one of the goblins sort of opens the door and says, and dabs reverently to their lord. Says, "My lords, from the PolyArmoury, some people to see you."
In order to show the utmost respect to our host, I get out 2 fidget spinners, spin them in both my hands, and do a dab with fidget spinners in my hand. I do a fidget spinner dab.
I don't recall seeing those in your inventory.
But
I'm going to allow it for the sake of it.
Can I have fidget spinners?
Yes, you can.
Can I have them under the proviso that being autistic I have stimming aids, because it does say in my thing that I have things to stim with. Therefore,
yeah,
fidget spinners.
I will definitely let you have.
Holy fucking shit.
So
Wow.
I do a fidget spinner dab to Trash Boy to show that not only do I understand that I should be doing a dab because Trash Boy, but also that I recognise that he is of a higher level than the people that brought me here.
Out of character, I think we're gonna make a lot of fucking money right now.
Trash Boy does that sort of stands up and does that sort of like mouth aghast, sort of like so happy to see you, and throws you little V signs on the cheeks.
Oh, I can tell we're gonna get on well already. How are you doing today, Trash Boy?
Oh my god, hi! You're from the PolyArmoury. Come in. Hi.
Hello. Yeah.
You meet this very bouncy, fluffy green-haired half-orc. Who is skinny and beautiful and quite waify and very unlike most half-goblin kinds. Behind them in the room is a large wooden box. You can't quite tell what it's for. There's a number of curtains on the wall behind. Indeed, one section of the cave your cave room that you're in seems to be sort of curtained off, and there is a sort of a dresser with a large mirror, and on top of that dresser is a sack of gold, just sort of spilling open. And all around the walls are a series of pictures of Trash Boy. And on one wall is a large black disc of highly polished stone.
Oh.
So you're from the PolyArmoury. That's brilliant. So tell me all the things. Tell me things. I need to see traps. I've just set up this new dungeon and I really need some stuff. You know.
Okay.
Like, dungeon
Well,
stuff.
if you want, we can read you through the various different lines we have, and if any of the names of those lines take your fancy, we can go through what products they do.
Yeah, hit me up.
Okay, so we have Lair, Wallow and Further, classic traps for the modern dungeon master.
I do like to be modern.
Well, that's good. That's good. We'll put that on the reserve list. We have. I'm not sure about this one. Merkin the Aggie Wizard, magical solutions to keep those filthy adventurers off your land.
I do like visitors though.
Okay, we have a few other lines options. So
Look,
we have.
I'm going to stop you there. I'm really sorry to do this. Look, when I heard that we were coming to see Trash Boy, I very specifically said I wanted to come along, and I reckon I can totally nail what you're gonna love. Like, I think you've already got a sense. I think we're on the same wavelength. I have a range that I think is going to be the range for you.
Do tell.
Are you ready for this? This is going to be
I'm
the
so
custom
ready.
range that I think is aimed for you. Right. How does this sound as a range name for you? Because I think we can fit you out with something that's like all... I think we want to keep stuff that's all in one theme. We keep it all branded together, keep a nice consistency to your cave. How does this sound as a brand name? Squirtytronics.
Oh, I'm so into it.
I know, right? It's quite a funky name, isn't it?
I do love a squirter.
Oh, who doesn't love a squirter?
It's very true.
Oh, last time.
all about this.
Okay, last time I went shopping for Squirtytronics stuff. I may have worn Heelys to go visit their showroom. It was great.
I love Heelys.
I literally just like Heely'd around the whole place where they make their stuff. It's fantastic.
You've been.
Oh, I know. I went right to the source of the squirts. So this place, let me hit you up with the top end of their stuff, because I think you're going to want the best of the best here. How does this sound? A dragon's throat from Squirtytronics. A dragon's squirty throat. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
30-foot blast of scorching fire that leaves your enemies a charred mess and resets in under 40 seconds. Doesn't that sound perfect?
That's marvellous. I love it. That's brilliant.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Are you ready for more squirting things? Because we've got so many types of squirt
squirt
for
all
you.
over
Come on. I'm going to squirt everywhere I can.
Do it.
Bile ducts.
That sounds gross.
Okay, well we have another product that definitely might fascinate you. It's a really cool name, Tundra Breath.
Oh.
Oh, I like it.
I'll read the description to you because it's quite colourful. Feel the chill wind of this icy aperture.
I do like a cold one.
Can freeze even a dwarf solid in under 2 seconds.
You know how chilled this is? If you're stood just like in the general vicinity watching your enemies get frozen, your nips are going to be so fucking hard.
I do like how sometimes I'll wear something a bit kind of lightweight, and you'll see my nips through it. That is good. That is good.
Just imagine that being the last sight that your enemies see as they die, is your nips just poking through that shirt.
They get to see me all the time, you know. But yes. Yeah.
And
Okay.
The best thing about the Tundra Breath is that it's ready for action again in another 60 seconds.
I used to know a goblin like that.
Oh. Didn't we all?
Oh, who doesn't like to be ready for another Squirtytronic in only 60 seconds?
I'm always up for more squirty things.
So, look, I don't know what your budget is, but I would love to walk away today knowing that you've got at least 2, maybe 3 squirts in you.
I think I've probably got more than 2 or 3 squirts. What sort of costs are we looking at?
Okay.
So far.
Okay, Dragon's Throat. 2,000 gold.
Can I haggle you down on that at all?
Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to be able to haggle down. Like, I'm sent here with the prices in the book.
We can
my hands are tied.
We can give you our best assurances, our 100% best assurances that your money is you're going to get your value and tenfold in your money. These are some very high quality, very professional products.
Okay. And what was the chili one?
The Tundra
Breath.
Breath. 1950.
So that one does come in at slightly
19
less
gold
than the
50.
Dragon's
That's
Throat.
not too bad.
And now 1950 gold.
Oh, they are quite expensive.
If you'd like, we can have. If you're on a bit of a budget, we can have a look at some of the more economically priced items.
Well, I don't want to come off as cheap. I'm a celebrity. I'm
course.
well known.
I know. See, I came in. I made a judgment when I came in. To me, you seem like a high-end Squirt fan, and
I'm definitely a high-end Squirt fan.
and any adventurer that enters your cave with a Tundra Breath and a Dragon's Throat, they're gonna know that you are a squirter not to be messed with.
I am definitely a squirter, not to be messed with. You should see the state of the kitchen.
Oh, see, isn't that the attitude? Like, isn't that the lasting image you want adventurers that try and come into your dungeon to have?
Oh, definitely. Have you got anything in a chest, perhaps?
Oh, funnily enough, we do have a line from Eldrick Farms. They have for quite a while, for a number of years, been the choice for discerning dungeon masters when it comes to mimic products.
Oh, I've heard about them.
There are 3 tiers of product from Eldrick Farms. We have the jewellery box, which is perfect for taking off a finger or two, and it's very cute. Then we have the petite chest. It looks perfectly at home in a more demure treasure room, and can comfortably eat an entire Nothic with room for a goblin after.
Oh, and I do like a petite chest.
Yes. And then our next product is the Casket Deluxe. This is the highest range product that they offer. It does reflect other than price, but it's the perfect specimen. It's raised to the highest standards and is a perfect accompaniment for the most magnificent loot hoards across the Underdark. Very little would be left of even the sturdiest ogres.
That is a big box.
It is a big box. Again, it is one of the more expensive items. That one does actually come in at 275 gold. But the petite chest comes in at 1,000 and the jewellery box comes in at 500. So you have a lot to work with.
Well, okay. I think I could be encouraged to take a petite chest, the flamey squirt, and the chili nipple squirt.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I think I could be persuaded to take all of those. You okay for a down payment of 3,000 gold?
That should be perfectly fine.
Okay, excellent. Well, here is and they go over to the dresser with the mirror, and they pick up quite a large sack, grab the last few coins on the side there, and hand that to you.
Splendid.
And that will be yours to head back with. Before you go, can we just get a quick picture? Can we get a quick picture?
Yeah, of course.
And they spin around the large wooden box, which was on a sort of tripod arrangement. There is a strange glass window aperture at the front. Get in, everyone, get in. And sort of tries to get you all to huddle together and drapes their arms around you.
Can I make... Sorry.
Yes?
Can I make an insight check to figure out if he's being particularly honest?
You don't know shit.
Oh.
Just a sec. I could try doing an insight check, but because this is a sentient being I have not previously met, I have difficulty reading people, so I have disadvantage. So let's try and do an insight. With disadvantage, 3. Yeah, that didn't go well.
You know less than when you started. You're suddenly surprised by the presence of a green-haired half-goblin creature.
So I feel like now's a good moment to mention that Brilmara is quite worried and uncomfortable about the fact that an agreement has been made to take only 3,000 gold when what we've sold came to 4,950. Because we were told to get all payment up front.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, which is
quite
what I was
concerning.
trying to shout as you were making the deal, and it seemed
Oh,
like you were just
no.
ignoring.
Oh,
so
no,
I'm here like I tried, and I'm very very uncomfortable, panicking because we didn't do the thing as we were told to do it.
I fucked up.
That's fair. I don't think Brilmara is verbalizing this, but I think it's important to say what I think the character's mental state is at this moment. Is the
Okay,
Yeah.
you can boy ex machina if you want to sort of get Thrall involved here
Okay.
somehow. He won't speak, but perhaps he could nudge you in the direction of something that might be helpful if you want to act that out for us.
Could I just like Thrall is is probably very aware of the situation at hand. Would Thrall maybe be paying enough attention to discern if anything is somewhat awry in this situation?
I think Thrall is very lawful and wouldn't want to see either of you get in trouble because he loves you both very much.
Okay.
So if you'd like to do something with that, I think I'll allow that.
Would Thrall be able to make an insight check?
If that's the way you want to go with it, I would let you roll Thrall for insight.
Yeah, I think that's what's seeming like a lot of sense at the moment. So
Wow, Laura, you crit failed that 9.
the dice are not in our favour.
That's the dice are not friendly with you. You don't know shit. And you're about to have a picture taken. So cuddle up. One of you looking slightly
Yeah.
panicked in the back of this picture, and they shouts shoots, and you hear a furious noise and a sort of little puff of smoke coming up from the side of this box thing. And after a couple of seconds, a small canvas drops out of the bottom. And you hear an audible sigh from within, as if a few people had just done quite a lot of work. And Thrall, and Trash Boy skips over and gleefully picks up the picture and peruses it. Isn't super happy. Isn't sure it's the best picture that they've seen of you. I don't know. Not everyone looks happy in this. I'm not sure I can put this up on Instagram.
Haha, Instagram. We
Can we do another one? Can we do another one?
We can do another one. I'm sorry that I'm not doing well in the picture. I'm gonna be open and honest with you. My colleague has made a mistake. They are new to the job. We're not allowed to not take full payment up front. I apologise that it's unprofessional that this is the situation that has come up, but unfortunately we do have to get full payment up front, otherwise.
I am terribly sorry.
Look, I'm stressing, and that's why I'm not doing well in the picture. I only bring this up not because I want to, but because I want to get you a good picture.
Roll persuasion.
17.
Definitely. Trash Boy is persuaded. Of course, no problem at all. I wouldn't want anyone getting in trouble, especially if you're new. Oh, bless. Have you been working there long?
First day on the job. Gonna
bless.
be honest with you.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to just wait outside briefly while I get the rest of the gold.
Okay.
So if you could just wait outside the door, that'd be great. Thanks.
Of course, yes. I walk outside the door. If I walk outside and it reaches a point where I can see that our current customer can't see me, I'm like, shit, fuck. Come on.
I'm sorry, I hope I did the right thing there.
No, you did. You definitely did. I'm just annoyed with myself more than anything. I heard 3,000 gold and I was like, and jumped the gun a bit. Thank you.
That's alright. Hopefully I haven't cost us getting that 3,000 that we were supposed to take back in the first place. Taking 3,000 back is better than taking none back, but also payment up front, doing the thing as in the way we're supposed to.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Okay, so are you going to shut the door, or are you going to leave it slightly ajar? What are you doing here? Are you being...
Would you like us to shut the door?
Oh, if you don't mind, that'd be great, thanks.
Of course.
You could have just, not asked and left it open and he would have not noticed.
Shit.
They
Hey.
Stop misgendering Trash Boy.
I apologise. I assumed from BOI at the end, I assumed
BOI.
male pronouns, but
No.
BOI is not BOY.
No, it's got an I at the end.
Yeah, it's got an I at the end.
So you've shut the door and you hear sort of a grinding noise as if something is being dragged, and then a sort of another vaguely grinding noise as if stone is being moved over stone, and some panting. And after a few minutes, you hear sort of the sounds of rattling coins and stone being pushed back in place and wood over stone moving back into place. A delicate voice says, "You can come in, it's okay."
Okay, I'll open the door now. Open the door, walk in.
Back in, and there is Trash Boy with another bag of gold, and they're just counting 50 out of it because this is a bag of 2,000. And that, I believe that is correct, through 4,950.
That is in fact correct. Thank you very much.
I remembered. Well, there you go. That's the full down payment. When can I expect delivery then?
We will send over. The contractors for installing the traps and everything will be sent over as soon as possible. So I would wager it shouldn't take any more than a week. It should come here in a few days.
That'd be great. Okay, and I'll tell you what. I'll even throw in a signed picture of me.
Oh, thank
and
you.
Trash Boy hands you a signed picture. From Trash Boy to the PolyArmoury staff. Love and kisses.
Oh.
XOXO.
Well, thank you very much.
Do we have time for another picture before we go? Come on, let's all try and get a smile in on this one.
Brilmara?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
Okay,
Yes,
so
of course.
you all get in together. You going to pull any faces? You're just going to pose? You're going to smile? What have we got for this one?
I fidget spin a dab while also like sticking my tongue out as if I'm doing like a wazza kind of
So
face.
class. And Valarie, what have you got? Anything particular you're going to throw in for this?
A nice, happy, cheesy grin, and like a peace sign with my hand.
And Thrall?
I'll order Thrall to look really cute.
Oh, and Trash Boy just does the V's by the cheeks and does a big cheesy grin and says, "Shit!" And there is another furious scrabbling. After a moment or two, another canvas drops out. Trash Boy skips over and picks it up. "This is perfect. Oh, it's so beautiful. Thank you so much for this. This is brilliant. I'm so glad I got this 4-megapixel camera."
Oh yeah, I've heard they've just off of the line. That's product, isn't it? It's quite new.
Yeah. They have to be very specially trained.
Oh yeah, I should imagine.
But they do excellent work.
Yeah, very, very excellent work.
Are you alright, getting yourselves out, okay? You following alright?
I reckon we can work our way out. Thank you very much. You have been a most gracious host.
It's been so lovely to meet you. What are your names, by the way?
Brilmara.
And Valarie.
Lovely to meet you. And the little one?
This little one's Thrall.
Oh, hello, Thrall. And they sort of hold a hand out to Thrall.
Thrall, go on, Thrall, shake their hand.
Does a shake. Oh, okay. And you head out. You head around the corner, past another guard post, and one of these smartly dressed minions sort of goes, "Hi."
Hello.
Hi.
Are we going in the right direction to get out?
"Oh yeah, this way. And they sort of do a slightly sloppy dab. I don't think this minion's been working here very long.
It's fine. I trust them right now better than us to find the way out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of gold. You want to be careful getting back with that lot.
Yeah, this is exactly why we're trying to leave successfully.
If only you had more bags. Anyway, see you soon.
Have we been led to the exit?
You are basically at the exit.
Okay, back to the PolyArmoury we go.
Well, do you though? That is the question.
That's what I intend to do.
Let's just have a nice roll of 20.
Just a standard D20.
Just roll me a d20.
3.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
It was all
Sorry, I should have kept quiet.
Honesty is the best policy. Unless we die, in which case, oh no!
You are set upon, not far from the Darius Fried Rat, by a couple of quite aggressive-looking kobolds. With George, how are you doing this attack?
So the kobolds look aggressive, yeah?
They look very aggressive. They see that you have quite a large amount of money and that they do not have quite a large amount of money.
Okay. I look at them both, adopt a cowling and threatening expression and demeanour. I straighten myself up and I look down at them and go, I wouldn't do what I think you're going to do if I were you. That would be a very bad idea. Can I make an intimidation check? Ooh!
Spicy meatball.
Yes! 23 for the audience.
One of the kobolds runs off. The other one likes the money more than their lives, I think. That they will face down two of you. But one of them has run off.
Well, that's all right then. Well, that's a problem to deal with.
So the boy is next. What will the boy do?
Boy, sick!
The boy attacks one of his own. Someone needs to attack for the boy. Ooh. And the kobold is a bloody mess.
Fucking
The boy
hell.
quite literally just swipes with his little claws and starts biting into this kobold's throat, pushes him to the ground, and just starts ripping into his chest, tearing him just into just confetti of kobold.
But
the boy is just huffing and panting and turns round to you, a look of just looking for some approval.
Come here. Come here.
And the boy nuzzles into you and purrs slightly.
I ruffle Thrall's head, probably like wipe a bit of the blood off on my dress,
Okay.
and okay, that happens. That's fine. Okay.
Right then.
Yes.
Let's head back towards town some more. Laura, will you give me another 20 for the group?
Another D20.
Yeah.
18.
Ooh, 18. Okay, you head back to town. Absolutely nothing happens. You will never get any experience at all. You make it back. You head into the PolyArmoury and are greeted by Vendirak. That seems like quite a lot of gold you've got there. I take it things went well with Trash Boy? With an eye?
Trash Boy is a very, very generous customer.
Yeah, so what did you sell him?
We sold him two products of the Squirtytronics line, a Dragon's Throat and a Tundra Breath.
Mm-hmm.
And what else did we sell?
I think it was just the three. We sold the Dragon's Throat, the Tundra Breath, and the Petite Chest for a total of 4950 gold.
That's pretty good for your first sale. I'm very impressed. I believe that is 1%. 1%. 495? No, that's 10%, isn't it?
Oh no, we'll take 495. We'll take your first offer.
No, you won't.
49 gold and
49
and 5 silver. Yes.
Well then,
I will
you
note
are
that down.
considerably richer than you have been for some time.
Yes!
You will eat on this night.
We will.
I'm very impressed. You've proven yourselves. Very happy to have you on board. So, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow. Do you have lodgings locally?
We've not been able to sort lodgings out yet, but now that we have a little bit of payment, we should be able to.
There's a little flat above the shop, if the three of you think you'll be alright up there. Got to keep it clean, though.
Of course. If you're sure.
And I don't want you sneaking in the shop after hours.
Of course.
You've
No,
got
we
crystal
wouldn't think
balls
of
up,
it.
we can see what you're doing. Head office don't take kindly to people sneaking around at night.
Totally understandable.
Of course. If you see anyone else sneaking around at night, you will be expected to take responsibility.
Quite alright. Like, that's perfectly fine with us if we get somewhere to stay.
Alright, well, we'll call that today's business. Here's the keys to the shop. Don't lose them.
Thank you.
And she hands the keys to Brilmara. Bit of responsibility.
Thank you. I am definitely the one to trust with this, and definitely good. Yeah.
I will just say, Brilmara has done a really, really good job today. Obviously both made the sale, but she's deserving of a lot of the credit. She really pulled that customer over for us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, you did really great, hon.
Hey.
Oh, you three. So, what's your deal? You two together and your friend,
3 of us are together, actually.
That's thematically appropriate to the shop, I suppose.
I mean, now that you say that, I guess it is.
I was initially
Isn't that funny?
I was initially wondering, does this shop only employ polyamorous people so that the name pun works? But I didn't know if that was a factor in the hiring process.
No, we're a chain store. There's loads of us around.
I'm very curious about this very specific pun that apparently exists within a chain store and is nothing to do with polyamory.
We're an armoury. There's more than a couple of us.
Well, I suppose that I will take that answer then, if that is the answer.
There's stores in Groyborn, Turtown, Marcham, one in Ackridge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, I shall leave you to lock up since it's closing time.
Yep.
I suppose I may see you at Gowney's later?
Oh, definitely.
I myself am going off for one of those fine fried rats.
Oh, lovely
Anyway.
choice.
See you tomorrow, bright and breezy.
Sounds good.
And with that, Vendi heads off. Well done. You have completed your first day of work.
To celebrate, I turn around. I turn around to Brilmara and Thrall, and I just give them both like a big lifty up, squeezy hug. Oh, we did it! We got a job.
They're both very happy about this because they're both perfectly at boob height for you.
Yeah.
Just face full of boob.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So, are you gonna loot the shop or lock up? Or
Whoa.
We're going to be very
right.
well behaved and lock up.
This is good. This is a good deal we've got going on.
Don't want to get kicked out of the place that the whole campaign is named after on episode 1 or 2.
Yeah. Let's lock up and who fancies a little meal at Daru's?
I could certainly go for that.
Yeah, go
the
on
boy
then.
is emphatically nodding. So, yeah,
While we make our way over, I almost forgot I had one of those little goodie bags. I mean, we're outside now, so I suppose I can open it.
Oh, criminy.
Is that too much work for you? Or should we leave that to Nick?
I can't remember when you rolled for it.
I didn't roll for it. We're gonna roll for it. We were gonna roll for it when I opened it. Yeah.
Where's the red list?
If it's too much for this session,
Roll 20, and we'll see what's
roll
in
20.
your...
17.
Inside is a small piece of parchment within a single-use spell of Shape Water. This can be used within a range of 30 feet, an instantaneous duration for up to an hour. You choose an area of water that you can see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube. This will last for an hour. So there you go.
That's really cool.
I will pop that on your sheet. Okay, right, so as you are heading over to Daru's Fried Rat, you see a group of 5 kobolds coming out of an alleyway, and the first one says, "There's them. They had loads of money earlier. I seen it."
Oh no.
We had money for work. We've given it to our boss already. You're a little late, sorry.
Nah. They got loads of money.
Do you see them big bags that we were carrying before? No, because we don't have them now.
I don't know what spells you lot do.
I can tell you that I have 0 spell components and as such did no spells, because apparently, according to my DM, I don't have basic spell components.
Listen, mate, just give us your money.
How about we kick
I
your
would
ass?
like to, at the feet of the kobolds, take my whip, crack it at their feet, and using that motion to cast Shocking Grasp to send a bit of a spark into the ground by them, and make an intimidation check.
That's a cantrip, isn't it? Okay, yeah,
it is,
So,
yes.
roll intimidation. I will give you advantage on that.
19.
19. Excellent. Okay. Right. 3 of them are impressed by your tactics. The other 2 are not so bothered and are quite happy to square up at the promise of nearly 5 Gs. Not 5 gold, 5,000 gold. Valarie, if you would like to make an attack, or if that's what you plan to do, I would, just out of character, like to point out, you're never going to make an awful lot of experience if you just talk your way out of everything.
Could I use my whip to make non-lethal damage to try and knock them out?
Yeah.
Like, just with shock?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
allow that.
cool. Whip strike then.
Whip strike non-lethal. It's a 13. That's a hit.
Sweet. I like to think I swung the whip at them and sort of used the momentum to shove them into a wall of the alley or something.
Yes. Okay, so that's
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, so first kobold is knocked out cold. It is the boy's turn. 3. So the second kobold staggers back somewhat and is looking a bit disheartened, especially since his colleague is now out cold. He drops a small black object in his hand, sort of vaguely rectangular thing. I believe it is you, Brilmara.
Can you summarise for me the situation currently? Sorry, I'm struggling to picture.
There is one kobold on the floor. There is another kobold looking quite shaken. Valarie has knocked out the other one with a lightning whip, apparently. We're imbuing elemental damage.
So, here's the thing. Can I use any of my spells?
Anything that doesn't have a material aspect. I don't think you can cast any of your level 1s, but you can cast both of your cantrips.
Okay, so we're assuming that because I picked a weapon and not anything else, I don't have the basic components that I would usually assume a character has in 5th edition.
No, but you've got some money now, so you can buy some next session.
Oh yeah, you can get like a spell component pouch or something.
Yeah, you can pick one up next time.
Okay.
I just wanted to make it particularly difficult at the beginning.
That's fine. I was unclear that that's what that initial choice, that it was going to have that impact. So I guess I'm going to do Vicious Mockery on the kobold that's still standing, the one that's a bit scared and shaken. So I unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature I can see within range. So basically, fuck off, you kobold. You're never gonna beat us. We are badasses. Woo! If the target can hear me, doesn't have to understand me, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or take 1d4 psychic damage.
Play that out for me.
Fuck you, you shitty kobold. You're no good. Fuck off. Stop being so shit. Fuck you. Kobold, more like old, cause you're old news. Fuck you.
The kobold is visibly shaken and clutching its head and just turns and runs away.
Hey!
So you have one unconscious kobold, a small black rectangular object, and the path before you to Daru's fried rat.
Let's keep heading to the fried rat shop.
Yes, let's go get some fucking fried rat.
You're just gonna step over the body.
Well, he's gonna wake up at some point. It's fine.
I love it. So outside the rat shop, the kobolds in their hooded robes are looking a bit more wary of you today. I can't think why. They sort of stand back and let you pass, and you head into the strangely brightly lit interior of Daru's fried rat. Some sort of there's perhaps a bard somewhere in a back room playing awful music, possibly on a trombone. Maybe they're wearing a floppy hat. I don't know. You're gonna get copyright strike. Stop it.
I mean, what? No, it's fine.
And behind the counter, as always, is our slightly spotty level 1 lobby ranger, Chris. Hello, welcome to Darius Fried Rat. How can I help you?
Hello, Chris. How's the day been?
It's awful. Every day's awful. I hate it here. I've never known any other life though. It's you. You're the one that was nice to me the other day.
It is. It's me.
Can I take your order?
Oh. For those of you at home, I just took a wisdom save because this is really messing with me.
I think it's safe to say
and I
that
got
a 5. You failed that wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, let something slip. Okay, I lean over and I go, can I order? I look back to my esteemed partners. What do you fancy?
Another glutton meal and dessert, please.
Yep.
What would you like with your meal?
Uh,
We've got the War Chief burger, or the frisky
I want to try
strips.
that War Chief burger this time.
Yeah, it was really good.
Or War Chief burger.
Okay, in that case, I will get 3 of those with the War Chief burger. So 3 War Chief burger gluttony meals with dessert.
Oh, dessert.
Yeah, with dessert,
Okay.
all 3 of them. And what goodie bags do we want? By the way, I lean over. By the way, I'm gonna help you out here. It's just gonna take some time. So yeah, what bags do we want?
Green again.
Green again?
Green again.
Okay. Once again, one of each, please. And don't worry, I am gonna get you out of this situation. It's gonna be okay. But yeah, 3 of those.
I don't know what you're saying. Would you like what colour would you like? Red, green, or yellow?
One of each, please.
That'll be 18 silver, please.
I slide over 3 gold coins. There you go. That should cover it. Wink.
Chris hands you back 1 gold and 2 silver.
Oh.
Very, very nervously.
Oh. Can I make an insight check to see if I pick up on the fact that he definitely doesn't want me to give the... I don't know. Is this something I pick up on? Is it very obviously causing him distress?
I can only give you 1 free gift a day. I'm afraid you can't buy more.
That's okay. We'll take our meal and we'll...
Wait, we don't get free gifts every... What? This seems silly. We bought the meal that comes with a
You
free
get
gift.
1 per meal. I can't give you extra
one
ones.
per,
No, it's
one per
fine.
meal's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said 1 per day. I'm like, what if I buy multiple meals in a day?
I think we can allow that.
Okay, sorry, that's what I thought was happening there for a second.
Yeah.
Apologies, I misspoke.
That's right. We'll take our meals and we'll be on our way. Wink.
Okay.
Sit down.
Are you eating in?
Yes. Well, do we want to eat in, guys?
Yes, please.
As Chris hurries about fetching all the various aspects of your meal, you notice that there is a chain attached to his leg. He can only go as far as the fry counter and the main production bin, and he can't really go very far. And he almost burns himself on the fryer while freshly preparing you a nice, delicious dessert rat and dipping it in sugar. So you head to your table.
Okay.
Are you going to check your free gifts while we're still here?
Yeah, go on.
So, remembering the rule that they humbly request you do not open the red ones at the table, are we just giving... Who's taking what one?
Who would like the red one this time?
I wanted the green one because the green one last time was one of the figures, and I hope it's a figure that I can give to Thrall.
Okay, you have the green one, Thrall has the yellow one, I'll have the red one again.
Let's roll for the green. A D12, please.
9.
Number 9. You get a resin figure of a small creature wearing what looks like goggles in a massively oversized orange robe and wizard hat.
Aww.
And the boy looks sad that the boy has the yellow capsule and not the figure, and sort of like sits there just sort of staring down the yellow capsule in his hand.
You can have what's in the yellow capsule if you like it still, but I got this for you, and I give Thrall the figure.
Oh.
He hands you the yellow capsule and does a big smile.
Oh, it's okay. You can open it. You might like it. You can open it.
He's not really sure. He doesn't feel entirely comfortable taking something without...
That's fine. We'll open it together, Thrall.
Okay, so will you then roll a d20 for the yellow list?
3.
You get a resin ring, painted silver.
Okay.
Thrall offers it to you again.
Thank you. That's really sweet.
And he...
Thank you.
And he grabs the little figure and holds it next to the other one and makes it look like they're having a little conversation.
Oh.
The 2 figures. So, the boy now has number 9 and number 10.
Oh.
Do you want to try your ring on?
Yes, please. I'm curious what's going to happen.
You put the ring on your finger, and as you do, all of your clothing and armour goes completely black.
Oh, I like this.
It's the goth ring!
It's the goth ring.
You have +1 stealth in darkness.
I'm going to keep this on because I look super cool.
That's so fucking awesome.
Try not to forget that one. It's there in your treasure. So what would you like to do with the rest of your evening?
Go back to our new place that we live and have a very cuddly, celebratory night in bed together.
Aww. Yeah, let's take this moment that now that we have, like, somewhere to actually sleep nicely.
Okay. So you head back to the PolyArmoury, you unlock the door, and hopefully you lock it behind you.
Yes.
You head through the shop. At the back you find a stockroom and a spiral staircase that leads up to a small ish room above you with a mattress just across the floor, a couple of blankets, and a small basin of water.
Okay, this is humble.
This is your new home.
It's cute. Let's get some sleep. Yeah.
We all spoon together in a nice trio spoon.
Oh, that's very cute. Well, thank you very much for joining us today in this PolyArmoury. If you would like to tweet at us, we are at PolyArmoury SMR. That's PolyArmoury SMR. Or you can use the hashtag PolySMR. Laura, where can we find you?
You can find me at Laura K Buzz pretty much everywhere. Laura K Buzz on Twitter, YouTube, Patreon, wherever the heck have you. Otherwise, Let's Play Video Games, or anywhere that's paid me money to write things.
And George, what about you?
Well, if you like video games and communism, you can go to jaffameister.com, that's JAFFAMEISTER.com, where I violently mash communism into video games and talk about how it makes sense. You can also see me occasionally doing that in 140 characters on Twitter, as well as talking about other things. I'm also the editor-in-chief at Indie Haven, where we talk about indie games in various different ways. And you can also find me on Waypoint sometimes. I put up a couple of freelance pieces there sometimes. But yeah, other than that, it's me.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. I am Jane. I can be found on Twitter as @ManiacJaniac, on SoundCloud.com as Jane Eris Magnet, where I also do a horror ASMR show called The Programme. And join us again sometime in the PolyArmoury. Thank you very much.
Why don't you just, completely do the theme tune beatboxed in that style?
That would be really cool.
Fighting death and human horse, Thorson tried to kill them all. They escaped the vile moor. Now PolyArmoury store. PolyArmoury.
That's fucking amazing.
Thank you.
That was amazing!